I have cut way back on caffeine. You may notice a difference.
Hey Tony, me too. And I have a caffeine withdrawal migraine right now.
Oh
I think
no.
I'm past those days, but I am in the low energy days.
It
So
does get better eventually, and your
Yes.
sleep improves so much. I thought that
And
I had insomnia. I don't have insomnia.
it's
Oh,
just the
you
caffeine.
you just had awesome caffeine habits.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just had the need to drink caffeine in order to function, and then the cost.
Yes.
The cost,
What
though.
a cost. Yeah, it turns out there's really only 2 points in my life where I'm able to nap. Like that was just, and like I was not able to nap until like well into my 30s. And it's either when I'm not using caffeine and I can also sleep at other times like a normal person is supposed to, or when I am using so much caffeine that I am basically just like the nap is just the roller coaster crash and then it goes back up again and so on. So yeah. Don't be like me. I'm once again a cautionary tale. Girl Phoenix 85 says hello, hearing everybody.
Hello,
you know what?
Phoenix 85.
I
Hello,
apologize, Girl Phoenix 85. We appreciate that. Secret Agent actually said first, which is their way. So good job, everybody. It's
Acknowledged.
yeah, it takes a team here. So it's Tuesday night. We were off last week, but we are back this week. We're playing Gamma World. I'm not streaming Monkey Island, which is what I keep looking over there at my Nintendo Switch, being like, I could be playing Monkey Island right now. But I'm also very excited to be playing Gamma World with all of you. Yeah, anything we need to figure out before we do this thing?
Audio note. Tony, I think, at least compared to Aline, for sure, I think you two are like the opposite ends of the spectrum. You're still loud and Aline's a little bit soft. But you're also louder than Jane, who I just heard speak. So I think you're still.
Oh.
Okay.
No. I feel like Jane,
Hello.
you're good. You're
Oh.
you're right in the middle. You're a happy medium.
Yes.
The sweet spot.
Oh, say
Yeah.
more.
On a scale of Aline to Tony, where's Brian?
okay. So I
you're-
have turned up my gain a
Perfect.
bit.
Same.
I'm just worried about peaking and room
Yeah, that's-
noise.
That is good. I mean, it's
Okay.
always better to be a little soft than a little loud.
Testing. All right. I will tell you, this is my game turned all the way down. However, is YouTube cranking it all the way up? Yes, it
Or
is.
Zoom.
I'm sorry, it's Zoom. This is my gain on my microphone turned all the way down and the Zoom at about halfway up. Is that more human?
That's better.
Should I turn it down further?
No, I don't think. Somebody else talk.
Hello.
Testing,
hello.
testing.
Hello.
All of us
Let me
talking
say
at
something at the same
once.
time.
Hello.
He can't. He's laughing.
I like making you all dance like puppets.
Hello, Erica. What is your command?
I know, we're
Master.
coward.
Deep blorp.
Jane, you're such a good sad robot.
Well, I mean, I need to warm up for the
Yeah.
show in which I'm a sad robot dinosaur.
Mm.
In
Uh,
the
do- are
throes
we-
of death.
Are we reasonably okay?
Yes, we're good.
Okay. Hopefully that is better audio quality for Kit Price has suggested that Erica is outstanding in her field. Because
Aw, are you scared?
Yeah.
No, she's
It is-
not a scarecrow.
Tuesday night.
That is literally a field in
Mm.
Alberta. So
was
I
gonna-
could be.
is that a locally sourced field?
It is a locally sourced field. I mean, it's somewhere between here and Calgary, I think. It's a random field. But
Got it.
yeah, I think
Canola.
the map has grass, so it's just like the
Mhm.
cityscape didn't work anymore.
Yeah. All right. Let's pretend I know how to do this thing.
Me too.
Welcome back to Total Party Kill. It's me, Tony Sidlar, is he, him pronouns, and I am your game master. That's right, game master, because we are continuing our Gamma World adventures in and around the world of Fargo in the Gamma World setting, which is set on a planet called Gamma Terra, but I don't think anyone calls it that. That just seems awkward. Allow me to introduce our players. They will introduce their characters, and then we will jump right into it. I will attempt to introduce them in initiative order because we are in the middle of combat. That's the thing we do here in Gamma World. We have combat. First up, it's Jane Rett. Hi, Jane.
Hi, Tony. I am playing Chester, the AI dinosaur, and my pronouns are she, her. Chester's pronouns are he, him.
Just to check, this seems like an important, a wellness check here. What is the current medical status of Chester?
Thank you for asking, Tony. Chester is dying.
Okay. Yep. Also joining us, it's Brian Hamilton.
Hello, Brian Hamilton, they, them, please. And my character is Winslow. It is a hazmat suit filled with rats. They walk around like one of those wacky inflatable things, which I will eventually learn the name of for the start of this show, because every time I start, I just call it one of those things. It is one of those things from Nope. And that is my character, they, them.
What's your medical status? You're fine, right?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm feeling great.
I feel like
COVID, but Winslow. Okay, Winslow's fine too.
Please give me a individual report on each individual rat. No, that's okay. We have population health.
Right hand rat. Right hand rat. Right hand rat. Right hand rat. That's my favorite one.
Also joining us, special guest star Annette Weirster. Welcome back, Annette.
Hello. I am happy to be here for however long I last. I am playing Casper the ghost cat, who is currently just fine and sitting in a tree, which is part of why he is fine.
HISSING.
Point of clarification. Did you say Catspur or Casper?
Casper, but
Okay.
you could call him Catspur if you'd like.
Okay.
He won't mind.
Does he have any discount codes for any mattresses or anything?
Yes. It's just use the code TEDWORD. TEDWORD. That'll get you 20% off Casper's mattresses. They are very small and cat-sized, but
also joining us, it's Aline Sims. Hi, Aline.
Hello, I play Charlotte Varsk, the cryokinetic reanimated. Our pronouns are both she, her, and she is almost at full health. I, on the other hand,
I said I was
night.
Tuesday night. I said I was introducing people in initiative order. Somehow I skipped the hero at the start of the initiative. It is Erica Ensign.
Hero? Where? It was one of those things where you said hero, and I looked behind me.
We must become our heroes, Erica.
So, oh no. All right. Yes, Erica Ensign, she, her. I am playing Chase Tarrant, a giant mushroom whose pronouns are it or they.
Last but certainly not least, currently ringing in at no initiative because you're down the road. It's Micah Sargent.
Wow, the number of times I heard that growing up. No, I'm kidding. Plenty of initiative growing up. It's all disappeared. That's all.
I think I was told to take less initiative.
Yeah,
honestly.
that's same.
It was
Same.
like, Tony, you're out here. We need you down here.
Yeah, sounds about right. Who am I? Oh, Micah. Yeah, he, him, and I play Clement Ashfire, who is a creature of mythicality and mind breaking, because Clement is a mythic mind breaker. Clement Ashfire's pronouns are both he, him, and they, them. And I don't think there's anything else I need to say, right?
Micah Sargent, I would like you to roll initiative for Clement Ashfire.
I can do that, Tony.
All right. So as we discussed in a previous episode, Clement Ashfire hung back. Had nothing to do with Micah's unavailability due to important Apple events. That was just something that Clement Ashfire needed to do in the town of Fargo. Hung back to do some important shopping, but knew that they would be able to follow the group. A large group moving through Gamma Terra leaves easy to follow tracks. And,
especially when you've got a wagon.
Yeah, you got a wagon. Also, you may have somehow left the road, gone in circles, and rejoined the road, which made catching up with you not too hard, thanks to the expert tracking of Casper. 1 star. Sorry, you rolled one die, rolled bad. Mike, it looks like you got a 15 there for Clement. I will put you in the order. So, I've mentioned combat. I have not reminded you what you're doing. You are traveling south on the Great Ode, one of the main thoroughfares in the area of Fargo. I don't know if you have selected your final destination, but you had 2 leads on the possible sources of the veggie zombies attacking Fargo. There was a automated chicken factory that is south and then a little bit west from the main road. And then it was also mentioned that you might talk to the hermit in the hills, also south and a little bit east of the main road. So you have not yet reached the kind of metaphorical fork in the road. When your travels through what was otherwise a peaceful, dilapidated highway were interrupted by these are creatures known as porkers. They are kind of pig-like mutant creatures that have assembled themselves into a gang, and these particular ones call themselves the Canned Hams, and they are a biker gang of pigs.
With a beholder? Oh my goodness.
I am showing them a shirt, and one of them a picture of a biker pig, and one of them appears to have kind of a beholder style.
Biker pig.
Yeah, that made me nervous the first time I saw
Biker
it.
pig does sound like
It
it
does.
was like a very cheap Ninja Turtles knockoff that would have been available. In the
And you'd
mid-90s.
think that they would be fun guys. Like
Mhm.
you'd
You'd
think,
think,
that
yeah,
they would
look at
be
'em.
fun to hang out with.
And
but
maybe some
no.
of them are, but these ones seem very territorial.
Yeah, these are not. These are
Wait,
not nice
territorial
pigs.
pigs. Oh, it's because they're bikers. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. That makes them territorial.
Is that how it works?
Obviously.
Yeah. If they were pigs, if they were just pigs, they wouldn't be territorial, but
They
because
are
they're also bikers,
They're mutants also. I want to be clear
that
about
also
that.
also adds to it.
So
we're all mutants around
Clement Aspire, you kind of come over a crest in the hill. My map's not quite big enough. I put you at the very far northern edge of it, and you see ahead of you a scene of wreckage and despair. There are pigs on motorcycles. Actually, several of them have been demotorcycled at this point. Pigs in leather jackets swinging various improvised weapons. Chester, the robot dinosaur, is on the ground sparking. Casper is up in a tree. Chase Tarrant is surrounded by pigs. Things look grim. Also, biking in your direction are several additional pigs on motorcycles coming in from
So many of them.
Yeah, just I try to be helpful. This is me helping.
Try being the operative word.
This is me helping.
And let me just add these. Micah, you would or at least Clement, in the world of Gamma World, these the ones that are labeled minions are minions. So,
Got it.
Just letting the removing all the mystery from the equation here. All right, let me pretend I know how to run combat. First up is the Porker Vandals. I still have 3 of them. These are kind of the tough enforcers for the Canned Hams, and they have seen the number of their gang members that you have cut through, and they are, they're angry. Let's see here. There's one next to you, Chase Tarrant. And this porker is going to this porker will do this. This porker reaches into its black leather jacket and pulls out 2 cans of, it looks like, kind of spray paint, rattles them and sprays them in the direction of you and Casper. This is
Casper's hidden, so
it's a close blast. So
I see.
whether
Gotcha.
whether the pigs are aware of the Casper is on that tree or not is kind of academic. This is a blast attack on creatures in that area. So I'm gonna roll. Let's see. This is a close blast 3. So it would, nobody else is in that. So here is my attack on Chase. I have
I'm
rolled a
granting combat advantage.
All right. Well, I rolled I think a 9 versus reflex. That's with combat advantage.
Wow.
Casper, I'm going to say that you have a decent defense to this because of you're up in the tree and they're not aware of you. Just rolled a critical and then it rolled over to an 8. So that would be a 13, but let's subtract at least 2 from that. 11 versus reflex. You're a cat. That doesn't seem like
That does not meet my reflex.
Yeah. All right. So there's this horrible kind of spray filling the air. If you had gotten hit full on, it would have blinded you. Not entirely sure how that would work with Chase, given that you don't have eyes. But even though you have not been hit by it, you will take a -2 penalty to attack rolls until the end of its turn. You're a little like discombobulated by this gross paint smell attack that has just been used against you. All right, over on the other side of the battlefield, a little bit more straightforward. Casper is sitting there sparking. The two Porker Vandals that have been knocked off their sweet rides look at the yellow neon hazmat suit that is Winslow, and they lash out at you with machetes.
Ow.
I have rolled a 21 and a 25 versus AC.
Oh yeah, they both do the thing.
They both hit. These are physical damage, so I know you're not gonna take all of it, but they
Mhm.
are just people. It's Tuesday night. Just imagine two giant biker pigs with machetes just wailing on a hazmat suit full of rats. First one does 10 physical damage.
Which becomes 5.
And the second one does 8 physical damage.
Oh, that becomes 3. All right, so that's okay. Thanks, Tony. I love you.
It's not me. It's the bad guys. I just report to them.
Biker pig.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah. Look, I'm on your side. I celebrate your victories, also your defeats. But I mean, the key thing here is that I
Just
celebrate
victory.
you. It is Chase Tarrant's turn.
Okay, I have 2 different area of effect attacks, and I'm trying to decide between them. And I'm having a rough day, so I'm having trouble deciding. And I know Jane's not going to get to do very much. So Jane, I would like to consult you for your expert advice, please.
Oh, certainly.
Yes.
I think wait. I think you should take your second wind so you can give
yes.
give our robot friend one hit point.
I will absolutely do that. Thank you for reminding me. I reminded myself. That's a minor action, so
That is my
let's-
advice for what you should do.
I'll do that first.
It's
Or
amazing
not-
how that works.
Good job,
Yeah,
team.
so minor action first. Second wind, which gives me some hit points back. I'll worry about that at the end of my turn. But I also have something called, let's see, healing spores. And once per turn, when I regain hit points, each ally within 3 squares of me, and 1, 2, 3, that's Chester. But also any of my other allies that are within 3 squares of me.
Ooh.
Each gets hit points equal to my level. Level 1.
My
So guess what?
favorite hit point.
You're conscious with 1 hit point. That's right. Thank you, Aline. And thank you in advance, Jane, for giving me advice on the attack that I should make. So I can either do toxic spores, which is 1 less. Like I have toxic spores or the telekinetic wave, which I've done a bunch of times, so it just hits them and pushes them away. It's harder to hit them with the toxic spores by 1, but if I hit them, they grant combat advantage, and the boss guy is right here. And I can't decide if is it worth the risk of not hitting him, because it's just 1 less.
What's your modifier? Sorry to break immersion.
No, it'll either be, let's see, the telekinetic wave is a +5 to my roll, a toxic spores is +4, and they're both against fortitude, so the defense is the same either way.
I would go for the toxic spores probably. Treat yourself, live a little.
Yeah. All right, let's go for it. All right, so yes. So this is well, it might hit Casper. But we just determined, I forgot that toxic spores is a burst and not a blast.
Can you center it lower in elevation?
I mean, it is lower in elevation. I don't
Right,
know how high in that tree Casper is.
If Casper is 10 feet up in the tree and you
I mean,
center
Casper
it,
had some protection from the last area of effect attack.
I would say Casper, you have +5 to whatever defenses are against that thing. That
All right,
represents
so
total
that's,
cover.
so that's to your
Okay.
fortitude. All right,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna
My
do it because I haven't
fortitude.
done this yet. So suddenly, Chase is not a puffball mushroom, more like a classic cap mushroom. But
Mhm.
suddenly the cap kind of goes down and then goes boom and pops up, and all of these
Whoa.
spores just filter out in every direction around. And I'm going to roll against the boss pig first.
Yes.
And we'll see how we do. I have a -2 to
Uh,
attack. I just remembered.
Please call
thanks.
him either Boss Hog,
Boss Hog.
or Hogfather.
Oh, Hogfather for sure.
Yeah, it's boss hog for me.
Yeah.
I hate
I'm
it, but
going
it's true.
Mhm.
You know who you are.
I do. So that is only a 14 versus fortitude against the boss guy. Probably
Let
doesn't
me
hit.
check. I feel like they should have pretty good fortitude because they're.
I think
pretty
his
tough.
especially was much higher.
His
Maybe
is
I'm going
higher.
backwards. Okay. All right. Well, it didn't hit him. I'm gonna try to hit the vandal. That's a crit. I wish I could flip those around.
It happens.
So anyway, he's dead.
So anyway, he's dead.
What is that? What happens?
Wasn't he a minion? Oh no, that's right. He's not
The
a minion.
Vandals
Yay.
are not minions. The Vandals.
Well,
are
I mean,
tough
not yay.
enforcers.
I wish he was a minion, and I wish he was dead, but he's not. So he is going to take 8 points of poison damage and is now granting combat advantage
All right. Let me just.
until the end of my next turn.
So this is this Vandal here, who I think
Yep.
is unscathed until now. He is now
All right, and
scathed, and I'm
I'm
gonna put a
gonna-
little. Did you say he's taking some kind of ongoing poison damage?
It's not ongoing damage; it's just combat advantage.
Okay, I'm putting a little green dot. That means that he's granting combat advantage.
All right, and then I'm going to use this crappy die that has never rolled well for me to roll against Casper.
It's all Annette could ask.
Oh,
It's a
no.
crit, isn't it?
It
It's still not
is?
rolling well. I could tell by her face.
These guys, I'm giving these away. They are-
To who? Who do you know?
to somebody I don't like, or somebody I do like, who would just like to look at them and not actually roll them.
Okay, there's show dice. Got it.
Yep, these are display dice only.
Yeah, these are the ones we don't touch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the damage is the same, correct? Because it's a
I
variable
think
effect.
so. Yeah.
So it's 8.
Sorry. Yes.
Oofa doofa.
Or wait, no, it's not. It's because I crit.
Oh no.
Did
So
you
it's
just
max
kill me in
damage.
the tree?
I hope not. It's 10.
No, I'm okay. I am not as good as I was.
I'm just going to
but-
remind everybody my wisdom is 4. This many.
Oh,
This many.
Still one of the wisest mushrooms I've ever met.
Never a
But maybe
wiser
those
mushroom.
cursed die is a membership reward if
Yeah.
they actually
Oh.
do kill a character.
There you go.
That would be great.
They've tasted the blood of the party.
Yep.
All right. That's
Yep.
that's
just
it
a
for me.
question,
I
and
will
Will those dice
remember
kill Annette or get Erica killed? Sorry, your characters.
yeah. So remember, if you have not already taken your single hit point, Casper, I gave you a hit point.
It's true.
So-
So I am.
Don't forget that.
You
Yeah,
sh-
and
you
then I
should
will.
you should be thanking it.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you for only reducing me by 9 hit points.
You're welcome. All right. That's it for my turn.
All right, Chester. Welcome to the world of dying. Limbo. What is it like for
no longer.
No, Chester
Tony,
has a
indeed.
point now.
You're
Indeed,
right.
you must
you have,
recall. I have.
I
a hit
apologize.
point.
You have a hit point. Chester, welcome to the world of lying on the ground on a dirt road
Yeah.
while
Chester like pops up to his feet, his like one robot foot and his one like rubber texturized foot, and
Mhm.
coughs up a bunch of those like flattened museum pennies. Just get everywhere.
Amazing.
3 rats run out and pick up a few and bring them into the
Yeah.
hazmat suit.
Yeah, they're still like rattling out.
I survived Chester.
And like I was gonna ask the table, like, oh, do you think I should attack or should I disengage and run away? But this is Chester. Chester's people are in trouble. Chester is also very confused about what Chester saw on the other side.
yeah, oh gosh.
And is
Hey,
going
I have so many
to-
questions.
Yes,
Don't we all?
Silicon
and
heaven.
is going to roll to machine grip
Yep.
the oh wait, they're already granting combat advantage, aren't they? Okay, then I am going to instead
Are they?
do
Are these ones granting combat advantage?
was that what
The one that's granting combat advantage is the Porker Vandal that's to the north of.
The
oh
little
okay
green
okay
dot.
never mind. Yes, so I will try and machine grip.
Right.
So we are going to That is 18 plus 4. That's
Yeah.
a 22. 22 versus reflex.
What? Reflex.
Mhm.
That'll do it. So these two porker vandals are wailing on Winslow, the hazmat suit full of rats. Chester snaps maybe one eye lights up like an LED, jumps to his feet and just reaches out and bites one of the porker vandals on the arm.
Well, that was min damage, so 8 physical damage
all
as
right.
you are gripped.
That's pretty good for min damage. I mean, you
Yeah.
are a robot dinosaur.
Correct.
I will say that. So I did that damage to the porker on the right.
Yes.
That biker pig is in trouble. He came here to murder rats, and he did not come here to be murdered by a robot dinosaur. And he is going to have to update his itinerary.
And that porker is immobilized
Okay, because he's been
in my
grabbed.
tiny arms.
Yeah. You could grab with your mouth. I feel like that would be valid for dinosaurs. I don't know.
I feel like grip. I don't know. They're small, but they're very strong. They're kind of like pinchers. And one of them's sharp because the rubber has fallen off of it.
Yeah, it's not good. All right. All set, Chester?
Indeed.
Winslow, you are next. There are 2 biker pigs trying to kill you.
So I look in front of me and see the machete-handed porker vandal with a freaking dinosaur on its arm now latched on. And I think,
all his
great,
attention is at the dinosaur. His
this
eyes
is our
are as
chance.
big as saucers.
And so I imagine it is the porker's right hand that's facing Chester with the arm and the mouth, which means that the other side, which is Winslow's right arm. Why am I thinking about this so much? I put my hand on top of his shoulder.
No, I love it. It's cinematic.
From that hand that is on the porker's shoulder, as if I'm about to deliver it some bad news, rats swarm out of the hand and attack.
Yes.
That is a non-natural 20 versus reflex.
As we sometimes call it, a maths 20. A maths 20 will hit.
As we're not allowed to call it a dirty 20.
Yeah, I mean, you can. I like saying maths 20 a lot. So.
Oh, I rolled a 1 damage, but that's still 8 damage for the porker.
And I will tell you, this porker vandal did not have 8 hit points, so he is devoured, or at least his, like load-bearing parts are devoured by rats, and he collapses to the ground. Just an empty leather jacket and a machete clatter.
A rat comes out of the like face hole for the hazmat suit. It says, "Chester, that arm is yours. You earned it."
Yeah.
Mr. can talk, but is overcome by the baser instincts at this moment.
I like Generous Rat. Generous Rat is my new favorite.
Yes.
From coming over the hill, it is Clement Ashfire. Clement Ashfire, you are aware that there are other canned hams motoring in your direction. So you see these minions to the east and west, reinforcements coming. What will you do?
The first thing I will do is, now that I'm back within range, I sort of put out a ping to my nearest allies, which Clement would know that Chase is an ally, would not know that Casper is an ally, but in sort of
You
reading
wouldn't even
the scene,
see Casper.
Oh yeah, that's right. Casper's very hidden.
Also, Ghost Cat.
So at the very least, Clement would make Chase aware of the fact that there are more canned hams on the way. And I think Clement is going to do a psychic assault on the porker vandal, who is at a disadvantage.
Okay.
All right. Oh, 7. Wait, if they have disadvantage, does that mean I have advantage on the attack?
You get +2 to the attack.
Okay, +2. So then 9 versus Will. Doesn't sound great.
You're able to skim the porker vandal's thoughts. They're mainly of how awesome motorcycles are, but the porker vandal shakes off your psychic attack.
Fair enough. Clement will. That was not Clement's voice, but by the way, but Clement will step forward 1.
All right, Clement, you probably have to use a decent amount of movement to get on the map, but you are now in proximity to the fray. Casper,
sorry, does having struck out with an attack cause an alpha mutation for me, or do I need to wait for that?
You should get you get an alpha mutation now. So go ahead and roll. I believe it's a D40, and you'll
Please be something with a lot of attack power.
yeah.
Let us hope
Or
it's not
healing.
something goofy. Let's see what that is.
I don't know if
You
I
can
haven't noticed any that have healing powers, but I would love it. Oh, the way you're laughing, I'm guessing that's not the case.
You could perfectly mimic any sound. You gain a +5 power bonus to skill checks related to imitating sound.
Weirdly,
Tell
this
these minions
is
to go
this is
away.
giving Elevor vibes.
Yeah.
Also, it's super, super weird for Clement, who barely speaks out loud.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Oh,
But it feels within range of a psychic thing, right? Maybe you are.
Mhm.
Maybe your version of imitating is convincing other people that they hear something.
Oh, you're
so.
implanting the sound into their
Mm.
mind.
Ooh, Inception.
I just like to picture like this really quiet guy who occasionally busts out with pitch perfect celebrity impressions.
that's kind of amazing.
What's the deal?
That Winslow guy. All right. Yeah,
Michael
that's all
Winslow.
for Clement.
Casper is next.
Okay, so Casper is feeling like this tree is not as safe as he thought it was.
Mm.
For
And-
the record, my headcanon is now that with wisdom of, what is it, 4? Totally forgot you were there.
But I am going to do an ectoplasmic plunge, which means I can move 2 squares, and I'm gonna like put my ectoplasmic-y claws onto Boss Hog, and the attack. So I don't know what I'm doing here, but the attack is wisdom plus my level versus reflex.
So you roll a d20,
Okay.
and then you will add your wisdom bonus. I don't know what your wisdom score is.
My wisdom modifier.
Yes.
Mm.
So it's 15.
And plus
then
your
do
level,
I
which
lose
is 1.
So it's a +2.
16.
I didn't follow.
Did you
the
get
math there.
hit by the thing that gave you -2 to attacks? I did.
No, I did not, I think.
Okay.
16 versus
actually,
which?
I think
Or
it's
did
versus
everyone lose
reflex. Everyone in the area did.
Okay, so then it
like,
would be 14.
all right,
versus
14
reflex.
versus reflex. This is where I check the reflex of Hogfather. Unfortunately, his reflex is a little bit higher than that. But let's just double check because it's close that you've got the math right. You rolled a d20, you added your
Yes.
wisdom modifier, and you added your level, and you got a number,
Subtracted 2.
and then subtracted.
And
2.
then I subtracted 2. So I had 11 plus 4 plus 1 is 16 minus 2 is 14.
that -2 made a difference.
Ah.
So you ghostly cat-like claw at the Hogfather, and he's still on his motorcycle, and he kind of guns it and kind of spins in a little circle to try and evade the ghost cat that has assaulted him. Sorry, Annette.
That's okay. That's my turn.
Charlotte Varsk, I think you are over on the other side of the battle, perhaps perched atop a semi-truck next to some Porker Vandals and Winslow and Chester.
I think I'm just to the side of it. But so there. Hang on, I'm just looking at my wisdom and my intelligence here. All right. All right. So I think that Winslow and Chester probably have the one Porker Vandal handled. There's a lot happening to the north. We've got
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
the Hogfather, the Porker Vandal, and it sounds like more minions coming.
Yes.
I don't think we have heard of any more. We've heard any motorcycles coming from the south. So I am going to go north. I just am picking my route.
Go north, young zombie.
All right. Yes. This is where I want to be. So I'm going to sidle in next to Chase, just a little south of our two more beefier, porky friends, I guess.
Beefier pork.
Beefier
Less
pork.
tasty equivalent of the modern pork.
Mhm.
The other white meat.
Excuse me.
Mm.
And I am going to
Suspense.
I know. I think I'm gonna reach out to the boss hog.
Remember, the other one's
Since-
granting combat advantage,
I know,
but
the
that's
boss
only a
hog
plus
seems-
2.
Yeah. And the boss hog seems to be the boss. So I want to keep him here. I want to prevent him from running away to the best of my ability. So I'm going to reach out and touch him with my icy grasp. So
Mhm.
this is versus fortitude. 19 on the die, so 24 versus fortitude.
That will do it. He attempts to cut a gun again on his motorcycle, but you get him on the shoulder with your icy grip.
Okay, so this is 10 points of cold damage, and he is slowed until the end of my next turn.
All right. Not just slowed, your 10 points of cold damage. I imagine he tries to gun it, and you kind of just grab him by the shoulder, and ice spreads over over his upper arm, and he slumps and falls off his motorcycle.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
And his motorcycle
Ooh.
skitters away I don't know, rubs off in the distance.
Motorcycles
This is one
away.
of
To the
those
ground.
Gets like
Leader
spider
motorcycle runs
legs,
off.
and it just like.
I
runs
regret
away.
the use of
I
the
mean-
word skitter.
Listen,
world.
a deal between all of us. If any of our characters die, next character is spider motorcycle.
Spider-cycle.
Jane, it's good to play with you again. It's important to play with somebody who maintains a grim trigger against the dungeon master. Jane really embraces the psychological warfare that is the player game master. Well, I missed it.
I
All
suspect
right,
she's been on both sides of it.
Aline, you attacked. You moved. Do you have anything else?
I don't think so.
All right. Boss Hog is next. Boss Hog kind of scrambles to his feet. His shoulder is all messed up with ice. He's scrambling around for some shotgun shells to load into his gun that he has fired at all of you. He's not finding any, and so he pulls out from it's strapped to his back, just a giant meat cleaver, rusty, stained with blood, and he is looking around. There's a ghost cat, there's a giant mushroom, there's a ice zombie, and I'm gonna do what I consider justice and roll a die to see who I attack. And ghost cat it is.
No.
Let's see here. Cleaver attack +9 versus AC. Casper, I have rolled a 14
Against my AC.
against your AC.
That does not hit. I have a high AC.
All right. He swings in the air. He kind of squeals out. Kill these people quickly.
Deep sauce.
I think that is his turn. Not very impressive leadership. The Can-Ham minions come revving down the hill into the little road here. I think one's going to go for Clement Ashfire, one's going to go for Charlotte Varsk, and 2 will go for Casper. Let's deal with these attacks as efficiently as I can. They're on motorcycles. They're swinging chains over their heads. These are going to be kind of a drive-by chain attack. They're going to try and hit you and basically wrap you up in chain in a way that would mobilize you. So Clement Ashfire, I have rolled a 16 versus AC.
You rolled a 16 versus AC, and that will hit a Clement Ashfire.
All right, keep track of that for now. Aline, Charlotte Vars, I have rolled a 17 versus AC. And finally, Casper, Annette, I have rolled a a 20 and a 24. I feel pretty good about those.
The 20 doesn't hit. My AC
Woo.
is 22, but the
What?
24
Jealous.
does.
All right.
Apparently, I'm a
Wow.
tough little ghost cat.
Yeah. Charlotte, did I hit you?
Yeah.
All right. If you got hit, I think each of you got hit once. You will take 5 physical damage from getting hit with the chain, and the chain is like wrapped around you, so you are immobilized until the start of the Can-Ham's next turn. The Porker Vandal is up next. Let's see here. Well, I got one badly injured Porker Vandal that is going to go. Let's see. He's got Winslow and he's got Chester. I think he just saw Winslow devour his friend. So, it's really like, what do you pick? Do you attack the giant robot dinosaur that bit your friend, or do you attack the swarm of rats that devoured your friend?
The age-old question.
Yeah, I don't. You know what? This guy does not have a degree in philosophy. He is not sure what to do. He attacks Winslow. I have rolled a not super high, but maybe high enough. A 16 versus AC.
That is exactly my AC.
All right. I feel like they are not doing a ton of damage to you, but they have been hitting you over and over again. This will be 9 physical damage.
Oh, so that's 4 damage for Winslow.
How is Winslow doing vis-a-vis rat health?
On the scale of 1 to 22, I'm at about a 10. That's kind of
Okay.
unscientific.
Yeah, got it. Just qualitatively. All right. Over on the other side of the other Porker Vandal, really great how I split them up, made it harder for me to manage. I
Split the
guess-
party.
Yeah. I think that this one is going to go for Chase Tarrant, because you're a giant mushroom riding a horse, and that's scary. Critical fail. So we're not going to do any math on that. Chase Tarrant, it is your turn.
All right. I don't like how this is going. I know we have sort of been playing fast and loose with the fact that I have a wagon behind me, so technically it's kind of near the spot where Boss Hog is right now. But can we just say that wherever it is in relation to him, suddenly the autocannon, the portable autocannon that's mounted in the back of this wagon, goes click 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 and points right is basically right in his snout, I guess,
Mhm.
because it's pretty much right there.
That's
so
very dangerous.
yeah, it is. And I am going to see if I can hit with it. And yes, I realize that this means I'm using ammo more than once in a fight. So I will be out after this because I know that that's how that works. But
The rules for ammo in Gamma World are kind of weird. There's
they're
basically
weird.
like
Yep.
you can shoot a little bit and you have guns forever. If you shoot a lot, no more guns.
I'm just hoping to roll ammo on that junk table again one of
You
these
have
days.
a 1 in.
Hey,
many
I did
chances.
it.
Yeah, you
How
did
many?
it.
I would like to point out how many carpet steamers do we have, Tony?
3 and counting.
All right. Okay. Let's see. That's a 14 on the die. Now I have to redo the math on this.
Mhm.
Let's see. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 versus, I guess it's armor class because it's a gun.
Okay, that'll hit.
Yay. Okay.
So kind of
um,
the autocannon. What does the autocannon have a cool sound effect yet, Erica? How do
pew! I don't know.
okay.
Not bad.
Fires a barrage of. Is it? I don't know. Is an autocannon like a laser thing or like a bullet thing?
I really don't know.
Okay.
It's not specifically described, so I mean,
What you know?
It's a real gun.
it's yeah, a small but portable autocannon it's a heavy gun. That is all I know
Okay.
about it. So that means I need to roll.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So a slug of hot metal, powered by powerful magnets, rips out from the turret of the autogun, in the direction of Boss Hog, doing.
Let's see. That's 13 on the die. I just need to make sure that I don't add something to that. I don't. Oh, then I add my strength or con score. So 16 damage. To
Boss
Boss
Hog is riddled with railgun fire
Mhm.
and is not dead, but is possibly in a state where dead would be better. Boss Hog is still alive, but full of holes and very, very sad. And stuff is coming out of those holes that should be inside. It's blood.
Well, I
It's pineapple glaze.
Ew.
Oh.
gross on many levels. Then the combat advantage that the other Porker Vandal there is granting now goes away because it is the end of my turn.
All right. A commanding turn for Chase Terror. Though there are many canned hams around you, their leader is in dire straits. Chester.
This Porker Vandal who is wailing on my rat friend must be brought to justice.
And other things you hear on Tuesday night Total Party Kill.
Oh, that's not going to hit. That's only a 14. That's not high enough, Chester.
Nope. Sorry, Chester.
Well, then Chester ends Chester's turn.
Okay.
That's a thing you can do, indeed.
Yep. Winslow.
All right. This time, Winslow, I think I've done this one before, opens up the chest of the hazmat suit Clark Kent style, and rats swarm out and attack the Porker Vandal. Come on, that is a 11 versus reflex.
Somehow this Porker Vandal who looks like all the color is drained from his face kind of basically just falls to his left, avoiding the stream of rats that enter the space he was just in.
And Winslow ends Winslow's turn.
Clement Ashfire, there's a chain wrapped around your torso. You did not sign up for this.
I did not, but is there anything I can do? How does one break free?
You are immobilized until the end of the
Oh,
Can they
turn.
still
But
attack?
immobilized doesn't mean I can't attack if there's no.
It just means you can't go places.
Oh, good.
Maybe you are exactly where you want to be,
Yeah,
wrapped up in a
Clement's-
chain by
That's the goal, man.
bit.
That's the goal.
Clement's mind is going places. Let me ask the party: should Clement attack Boss Hog, or should Clement get this minion that is next to him?
I feel like. Oh, I was gonna say if you could take Boss Hog out, it might.
It would be
the rest
really
of the minions
nice.
might stand down.
Yeah, Boss Hog seems
Yeah.
pretty injured.
Yeah, that's because
It
Boss
might be
Hog
a
is
bit
bloodied.
of a long shot, but I think it would probably be worth it.
I'll
I
give
mean,
it a
if
shot.
you hit
The-
one hit on the minion, will certainly take it out. One hit on the Boss
That's
Hog
the thing.
might take him out.
Yeah,
But it maybe like make your determination based on the amount of damage that you do.
I
If it's
can
just a
still do
teeny bit.
some. So yeah, I
Don't,
can
so
do a
don't waste
lot
something
of-
big on a minion, I guess.
Right. I think I'll try for Boss Hog because I've still got quite a few hit points left. So if the minion gets me one more time, it's not too bad. So yeah, we'll try for another Psychic Assault this time on Boss Hog instead of the Porker Vandal.
Mhm.
Wait,
Oh, yes.
are you at disadvantage, or will it provoke or something if you attack?
Oh, right, because that's right
is
next
that a
to me.
5e rule, or is that a
What kind of
is the
attack
minions
is it?
right there?
What does it say? Was it ranged or close blast or
Let me see. This is a.
good point, Aline?
Where are you, Psychic Assault? I can't find you. There you are. Ranged. It's ranged.
But maybe you wouldn't want to do that because I think that it would
Mm-hmm.
trigger an
Provoke.
opportunity attack.
Okay.
Unless
So-
you want to take that attack, like that's the math.
I cannot move. Does that mean that my arms are also restrained?
No, you're just you're annoyed. You're just,
Okay, I just can't.
I said
move physically.
I said the chain was wrapped around your torso. You could imagine it's wrapped around your leg. if that
Okay,
makes it
sweet.
easier.
Then I will mythic strike this minion.
All right.
That's a. What did we say something about? There's a number I could add. I don't remember. For some reason, there was the last time there was a number. Anyway, it's 10, unfortunately, versus AC.
Micah, that is the third critical fail the macro has rolled for you.
Yeah, I
Roll.
don't know why this
Can
is
you
happening.
roll one more just to
I
make
am
sure that
going
you're not
to.
haunted? All All right.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Of course. The next one.
Ah, right.
So
If anything, that proves that it is haunted.
because it caught us.
Because
It
you
caught
Could
us.
noticed.
help you. It is choosing not to.
Yeah.
Jane, you're my expert on
Okay.
hauntings. Can any haunting be proved? Really? I mean,
If you believe, then yes.
That was almost a spit take.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is
There can
not a
be
great round for our
hauntings
non-canned
if
hands.
you
Casper, you are surrounded by pork.
Okay, well, I am
Dream
going
come
to.
true.
It's
say,
true.
is this good?
I am. I'm going to eat all this pork as soon as I take them all out. I'm going to try and do that psychic. No, not psychic.
Ectoplasmic.
Ectoplasmic plunge again, which
All right.
was. I'm rolling.
And you no longer have -2.
Okay, so and I rolled higher, so 18, 19.
That'll do it. What is this target out of curiosity?
This
Uh,
is psychic damage,
It targets will, I think.
and it was reflex.
Reflex. Okay. Yes, you get boss hog. With
Okay, and
your
then-
ectoplasmic swipe.
Oh, see, now it's my cat who came to comfort me in my despair, just
Mhm.
left.
Our business is
Because
done.
you're gonna do great.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's like, "You're okay now. You did okay. You don't need my help."
Thanks, Wendy.
So it's 2d8 plus
2d8.
my 2d8.
I did that on a different podcast the other day, and I
Everyone's
felt
just like,
very
"What's wrong with
alone.
you, Micah Sargent?" Yeah.
Yeah, I felt very alone.
Mm.
Aw.
Aw.
I was with you in spirit. I hope you know that.
It is 17 points of damage.
Wow. Ghost claws tear through the Hogfather. He slumps to the ground, life draining from him. His last words, "That'll do me."
The
The
Oh,
other
God.
canned hams
Yep.
are furious and look ready to fight to the death or to claim the title of ruler of the gang, whichever comes next. Charlotte Varsk, the tide of battle has likely turned, but there are still threatening biker pigs around you.
So Charlotte is like smart.
Mm-hmm. And Aline is smart. Are they smart at the same time?
But like Charlotte is also a zombie. So does she try to reason with the remaining cantams, or does she just strike out at the nearest porker vandal?
In a way, is not striking out at a show of force a kind of reasoning?
And I don't know if you were on the other side of the battlefield at the time, but Chase tried to like use the big force show of force and almost bloodied Boss Hog with a crit with that autocannon at once and said, cease or this will happen again. And he just like basically ran at her. It.
Is not violence the language of diplomacy? These are not questions to live your life
Remember, these
by,
are
but-
biker hogs, after all. And we know what happens whenever you mix a biker with a hog. They
Yeah,
lose
these
all
are all
reason.
good points. All right. I mean, Tony's points are not good. Everybody else's points are good.
Ouch.
Well,
It's true.
I mean, like you gotta.
Fair.
Harsh but fair.
Okay. So I guess we're gonna bite.
Bike? Oh no.
Bite. Do you want to bite a minion
Bite.
or a vandal?
We're gonna bite a vandal.
All right.
Spicier.
This is 22 versus fortitude.
Wow, that's how we roll dice here at Dungeons and Dragons Gamma World. Famine and Virgo. Yeah.
Good point, Tony.
7, 12,
It's your
12
first
physical-
one.
12 physical.
All right. You just take has
I
everything
was
fallen
being
apart?
honest. You're being mean.
I'm from the Midwest. The best honesty is mean.
And very subtle.
You tear a chunk out of that Porker Vandal. He is bloodied and looks unwell, as if he does not wish to be eaten alive by a zombie.
I mean,
Well,
that's
he should have
relatable.
made different choices then.
Yep.
Mhm.
And I don't think I don't think I want to shift or anything, so I'm good.
All right.
You don't need a second wind, or maybe you have already. I don't know. I'm just at
No.
this point. I want to remind everybody.
It's
about
always a
second
good
wind since
reminder.
I forget.
Yes.
And it's a minor action, which you don't use
Yeah.
a lot of in Gamma
What?
World. So. Yeah.
I'm not below half hit points.
This is
yet, so I'm not
great
gonna second
news.
one.
Probably great news. I should have told you on your last turn.
Don't worry.
All right. Next turn would be Boss Hog, RIP. Candy Hand minions are next. They're basically all that stands between me and defeat. Candy Hand minion attacks Clement Ashfire.
Pickled
Wow.
pork feet.
28 with another chain attack. I'm going to roll a couple, so just keep track whether you got hit or not.
Why is it not haunted against you?
Charlotte, 17 versus AC, and Casper, 2 attacks, a 21 versus AC and a 26 versus AC. If you got
I'm
hit,
gonna-
you will take 5 chain damage, which is a type of physical damage I've just invented, and are immobilized as the chain wraps around one of your appendages. Casper, I think you might have gotten hit twice for 10 damage? No? I don't know.
Sorry, what was it?
21 and 26. Oh, wait,
Nope.
you're,
21
Just
doesn't
one.
hit.
that's
21
amazing.
doesn't hit.
Ghost cats. What a
Cat
bad idea.
Also,
Ghost.
now that I am bloodied, I resist 5 points of damage because I'm a ghost.
Is this adventure just going to be about
Did
Casper
you
and
min-max
Casper's
your
great?
character?
I randomly generated this character for that.
I know,
and I just
right?
took
You made a
whatever the random
mistake.
I just took whatever I did not even look at the numbers. I'm just like, I'm sure this is fine.
So if it's that was
Yeah.
5 points, right? So like, yeah, whatever,
Yeah.
says Casper.
Yeah, you could not be hurt by chains, I guess.
Have you tried to put a leash on a cat?
It's
No.
true.
As-
That seems unwise. All right, that was the canned hams. We're back around to the top. Porker Vandal somehow still alive. They have machetes. One of them.
Before the Porker Vandal goes, can we say that on the end of Chester's turn, because I did have minor action remaining,
That you,
I used second wind,
Go for it.
just in case this Porker Vandal happens to look old Chester's way.
You know what? This is how we negotiate things in Gamma World. You can, and now a Porker Vandal is going to attack you.
Oh,
fair. That's
Harsh
But you
but
also
fair.
have
Fair.
+2. You have +2 to all your defenses because you second winded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, I rolled a 22 versus AC.
that you did.
Um,
That tracks.
I rolled 10 physical damage.
Okay, so good that I got that second wind.
You're not back down, are you? Oh,
No, but getting there.
yeah. All right. Well, that was that. Thanks for expediting what I was going to do in that one, which was retaliate against Jane. The other one, also badly hurt, has a choice of Chase or Charlotte. I think it's going to go
Chase, who
for
is
Chase.
granting Chase is granting combat advantage. So
All right. I have
Yeah.
rolled a pretty high number doing math here. You're granting combat advantage?
yep.
Always.
26
yeah.
versus armor class.
That's
Weirdly,
regrettable.
that's the one number that doesn't hit.
Oh, it's one of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
7 physical damage as the Porker Vandal hacks at you with a machete.
I'm bloodied again.
All right. It is your turn, Erica.
All right. Well, tit for tat, I guess. I also have nope, it's
A
not
machete?
a machete. No,
Or
I
an
do have a
axe?
machete, actually.
I think you have a machete.
I do have a machete. I got a pipe wrench in the last round of junk, which I was pretty excited about, but I feel like, fight machete with machete. So, yes. So the machete, which is in the other side of the saddle of the horse, suddenly basically just floats up in the air and just goes straight, like it's not like a whack. It is a straight attempt to pierce through the neck we'll say, of this Porker Vandal.
One of their
Let's,
weak spots. Yes.
Yeah, let's see how well I do. So my psi weapon attack. Well, that's not going to hit. I rolled a 7 on the die, so it. I think it just whizzes right by and just like. Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's it. Mm-hmm.
Chester somehow still alive, to the extent that a robot dinosaur is alive.
Hey.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, now granted, the extent of which the robot dinosaur has been alive has been like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So, okay. Let's do another grab. The grip.
El grip.
Was an 18 versus reflex.
Yeah.
Excellent. Oh, we love this. Okay, let's not min dice again. Okay, that's pretty close. That's 11. 11 what type of damage? Physical damage.
You crush that porker's arm in your machine grip. He looks extremely like he would like to go home.
Sadly, he is immobilized.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, unless there are any other really cool minor
Actions that we haven't been, that we've been hiding from you? Nope. Winslow.
All right. History repeats itself. I see a chomp
Dinosaur
on the
grab
arm.
something. You murder the thing it's grabbing.
That is a 12 versus reflex.
A 12 is not going to hit unless has what you've done to it hurt its defenses in any way, Jane? I don't think
No,
it does.
it's just the equivalent to their chains, but
All right.
my arm.
So somehow this Porker who is grabbed by a dinosaur arm, it's just flailing wildly, and it turns out it's very hard to dump rats on someone who's flailing wildly.
The dice gods hate us tonight.
You know,
that's my turn.
Clement Ashfire still wrapped in chains.
Still wrapped in chains, gonna fight. Hopefully he will get a score higher than the last time. That rhymed. It didn't, but it did. 24 versus Will on the Porker Vandal.
On the Porker Vandal, that'll hit.
All right. That'll be 16 damage, please.
All right. Now, that does provoke from... You're attacking the Vandal, not the minion.
Yeah, that's
so you
fine.
So the minion... I imagine the minion just kind of like... It yanks on the chain to kind of like try and hurt you. That'll be a 26 versus AC.
Why does it roll so high every time?
Because I am just really good at Gamma World. I don't know. I think I'm on a streak. So you'll
-5,
take
right?
5 damage, but you reach out with your psychic assault, and the Porker Vandal takes 16 damage. He collapses to the ground, oinking and clawing at his own head. Oink, oink. I don't know how to make an oink noise. It sounds convincing.
Why does he have such a like sweet high pitched voice?
It is.
I can't.
It's
Oh,
just
can you
a
do how do you do a
baby.
high pitch?
I don't
can't.
know.
That was painful, actually.
Micah is
Do it again.
rendered permanently mute based on a sound effect.
Oh man, that is not something you're going to want to explain to the doctor when you go in. I was doing pig effects. It was for a podcast. Don't
My
look at me
vocal
like that.
cords were sucked into my sinuses. It was just this whole thing.
Painful.
I'm trying to see if there's any sort of special things that can happen. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Any sound. Okay. I need to use this special alpha mutation, and I'm thinking about how there are farmers, who will play sounds.
Reference acknowledged.
Thank you. In their fields of birds in distress to keep birds away. Clement Ashfire, due to an alpha mutation, can currently mimic any sound. And given that he has heard the Boss Hog and the Porker Vandal both die, he has heard the sounds of distress of these animals. And what I would like to have happen is sort of because again, the way that I think Clement goes about doing this is sort of makes it happen in their heads more so than it is sort of physical manifestation of the sound. So I don't know if it'll do anything, but Clement just sort of lets out this wave that puts the sound of just dozens upon dozens of layered pigs who are in distress.
Yes,
And
I've
it
heard
just plays-
techno.
plays out in the heads of the remaining minions.
So you have a +5 power bonus to skill checks related to imitating sound. Give me a sound imitation check. I would count that as a science. Everything the words that you use sounded
Very
sciencey
scientific
to me.
Okay, that's great, Tony, because I believe my science skill is pretty dadgum high. Okay, so that is a okay. Oops, I don't want to try to do a search there. What I want to do is this. I'm going to get a plus 17. D20 plus 17. And I rolled a 30.
All right,
on
when you roll a
science.
30 in science with your alpha power, I imagine that all of the canned hams within audible distance of Clement Ashfire, which may include some non-combative canned hams in the distance who are just working on motorcycles, hit the ground, rolling around in their filth as they clutch at their heads, just hoping that whatever is happening to them will stop. I'm going to say that all canned hams in the area are granting combat advantage and in bad shape. How's that?
Cool. I
All
like
right.
Love this.
Casper, you are wrapped in a chain, but there are also two canned ham minions rolling around on the ground at your feet.
Yeah, Casper, I'm like all puffed up because like I'm all like agitated and kind of a little high after taking out the boss. I'm gonna try this
Casper
whole
the puffy ghost.
Yes, exactly. I'm gonna try hitting the minion right next to me with an ectoplasmic plunge.
All right.
And it's 17
Versus reflex.
versus reflex.
That will hit their reflex. That would not have hit their armor class. So it's a
And-
minion. It's just dead. We don't have to worry about damage.
Yeah, I was like, I could roll a lot of points.
Mhm. All set.
Yes. And am I unchained now?
Yeah, we'll say you're unchained. Charlotte Varsk.
I'm trying to make a ghost joke with Unchained Melody, but I just can't get there. You guys, I'm too tired.
All right. I think I have to go for this minion that's next to me. Oh. I think I'm tired of pork. Honestly, there's just been a lot of
I don't understand those words in that order.
a lot of biting pigs. So this is an 8 versus fortitude, which I don't think is
Yeah, you kind of
Quite gonna-
you snap in its general direction, but like your heart's just not in it, Charlotte.
yeah.
All right. The canned hams, I'm gonna say, are incapacitated for a round, so they're rolling around on the ground. The Porker Vandal is gonna lash out at Winslow.
Oh,
I rolled a critical fail. That feels thematically appropriate.
Mhm.
Chase Tarrant.
There's no enemies right next to me.
Nope.
So my horse is gonna clop over to
Clop.
here and do my traditional telekinetic wave. See if we can take out this minion. Not with a 2 on the die. Done.
All right, Chester.
Oh, I think I am just going to basically attack them.
Okay.
So however you basically think a robot dinosaur would attack, you've got it.
Got it.
Uh,
Check.
Okay, that is a 22.
Yeah.
All right.
Tell me about damage.
1d8 need to stop rolling twos. That is 7 damage.
It is enough. You have murdered the last remaining Porker Vandal. 3 pathetic-looking Candham minion interns remain, and most of them are on the ground squealing. Chester, do you want to move or do anything else?
Chester will head somewhere to provide flanking.
Okay. Hey, flanking.
Yeah.
Remember that's a thing in Gamma World? Winslow.
Before Chester runs off, Winslow raises their right hand rat comes out.
My favorite
Winslow
rat.
brings the arm over to Chester and goes up for a high five with Chester's little arm.
Chester tries to reach for it, but the
No,
arm
it's like right there. Like I'm
Oh,
bringing the rat
perfect,
right up to
perfect.
small hand.
Of all the things that I ever thought would warm my heart, a robot dinosaur that's falling apart and a tiny rat sticking out of a hazmat suit.
Yeah.
High
Do you
fiving.
want the rubber arm or the metal arm?
Ooh, the metal arm. That feels more.
Okay, yeah.
Gamma
There's like a
World.
little ting.
Yeah.
It's like the metal arm or the little rat nail.
What is my speed? You know what? Doesn't matter. I'm going 3 squares. I'm going to also head over to the canned ham minion, and I'm gonna, as I'm running up, I'm kind of doing a like Super Saiyan, like fool with my hand as rats swarm up against this boy as well. I'm just rolling worse and worse. We're not even doing math on that 3.
All right. Clement Ashfire, wrapped in chains, fighting minions, 3 pigs left.
I can't believe there's
3
no mechanic to
little
get out of
pigs.
chains. That just
Sorry.
seems ridiculous. It works for Clement. It's just Micah who's frustrated because Clement can just psychic assault the ham. These words, these phrases we say, they make
I love Gamma World so much.
I'll
Psychic
remind you,
assault
you may
the
wish to
ham.
melee attack the ham to
Oh
not
yeah, I
take-
forgot I can do that.
to
That's
not-
right.
provoke.
I will melee attack the ham that is next to me.
Words.
14 versus AC. Didn't I roll that last time? No,
A 14 versus AC will not hit a canned ham. They are tough. I'm sorry. I thought you were going to wipe the floor with these
So did
people.
I.
Casper, 3 little pigs still remain. You are flanking one. I don't know if you flanked recently. Flanking means you get +2 to the attack.
Oh, okay. Awesome. We are going to ectoplasmic plunge them again.
This target's reflex, which I will tell you, is the lowest defense for these creatures.
Okay. Well, I rolled 23.
All right. A biker pig is rent asunder by ghost-like cat claws. Charlotte, 2 little pigs remain.
2 little piggies.
Dos.
Oh, little piggies. All right. Hang on. Oh, sorry, my window management went out.
I want to hear this little piggy went home to piggy heaven
Mm.
or hell.
Oh. Sorry, I'm just flipping through pages really quick. All right.
That's fine. That's what editing's for.
They only have 1 hit point. Okay, so it doesn't matter what I hit them with. I just need to go with whatever has the best chance of hitting them. We decided that my ice weapons were light weapons. Yeah.
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Dex. What is my dex? Okay. That's not a very good chance. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
examples of the heavy melee weapons include a speed limit sign with post. So probably you're not creating something that big. Just saying.
Okay, remind me to pick one of those up next time and we will talk. All right, I'm going to go with my icy grasp because that is a slightly better chance of hitting. This is an 18 versus fortitude.
18 versus fortitude +2 for combat advantage because they are squealing is
Correct, yeah.
just enough.
Okay.
You freeze blast that ham to the pavement.
Awesome. And then there's only one more minion up, correct? Okay, so I'm down to 9 hit points, and I did use my second wind last time. So I am going to stay where I am so I'm not a target.
All right. My final canned ham scampers to his feet, whips at Clement Ashfire with another chain attack. I rolled a 23, 5 chain damage to Clement Ashfire. Chase Tarrant.
You can never break the chain.
I don't like that that's happening over there. I feel like it's getting a little bit crowded in terms of trying to move my horse and my wagon.
There
So
are
I'm going-
the road is littered with ham bodies.
Yeah, so I'm going to stay here, but I will remind everybody that the machete that went past the Porker Vandal is already like basically in the square next to Clement. So it's just going to continue. I have 5 squares of psychic telekinetic.
machetes. Yep.
Yeah, telekinetic macheteing. So let's see if I can hit this this minion from over here. Ooh, that's a much better roll. So that is a 23.
23 will hit. This canned ham is kind of chortling to himself as he kind of yanks on the chain that's wrapped around Clement Ashfire when a machete just like impales him through the chest and he drops to the ground.
Time to carve the ham.
It was just lying on the ground next to him. He had no idea until it came whoop up.
Congratulations, you have defeated the canned hams. That was a big fight. I have exciting news for you. This fight was worth 237 experience points total, which brings you to 608 experience points, which exceeds 500, which means you are level 2.
Oh my goodness.
So at the start of next session, you will want to update your character sheet to level 2. And you also, you can see up ahead a place where the kind of, there starts to be some paths off of the road, and you need to choose where are you going to go. You could head east to the hills where a hermit who is said to know many things lives, or west to the fully automated chicken plant, a place where strange lights and noises and occasional chicken deliveries are said to emanate from. I kind of would like you to make that choice today, whether you do it on episode or not, because that will determine what I prep for next time. Somewhat battered and wounded from this fight with the hams, but having guided you expertly through the dangers in the Fargo area, I think it might also be time to bid adieu to Casper the Ghost Cat, who amazingly not dead. Well, I mean, a ghost, so kind of dead, but not re-dead. Might live to join us again in the future with one of their possibly up to 8 remaining lives. Annette, thank you for joining us as Casper. Good job not dying. So
yeah,
Yay.
I even
Good job
gave
not dying
Tony
again.
permission to kill me.
I mean, it's just like a cat. You're just going to slink away. Nobody's going to
Yep.
notice.
It's true.
You're
I'm
"Where'd
like,
that cat go?"
see y'all, and I like still kind of puffy, and I just run back to town. And I give you no information about which is the better option, even though I was a guide for you.
also, you got them lost for several
like a
hours
cat.
last episode.
Checks
Just
out.
like a cat. Yep.
Checks out.
It's just a question of whether they are aware of how lousy a guide you are.
You know, I'm a
Misinformed.
cat.
Yep.
It's a lot of things to like distractions.
I feel like we could use some information. And so if there's someone who can, because like, even when we talk to the mayor, like the mayor did not know very much.
And the
about
mayor's a
anything
ficus.
that's
Everybody
going
Here's a ficus. Yeah, like
on. Cannot make excuses for these beings.
This is
So
an elected official. It's very
I'll be
important.
honest, I always hate like a wise person in an adventure narrative. So I'm like, let's just go to the chicken factory. Let's
I want to go to the chicken
get
factory.
all up in it.
I'm excited about the idea of whoever is a wise person in Gamma World, though.
Yeah, I
just want
kinda
to
am
find
too.
out who
Is
that
it going
is
to
and
be-
why.
Probably
Rick
just like
Tavis
an old guy who has
situation.
VHS tapes.
Okay,
it
I'm
an
in.
automa-
All right, we're going to the hermit. Hermit.
Yeah,
Hermit.
yep. Jane convinced us.
Is it an automated chicken
VHS,
factory?
VHS.
Let me be clear. You can go to both eventually. It's just which are you going to next? You know.
Maybe
Is it an
the-
automated chicken factory in that it's an automated factory for chickens, or is it a factory that makes automated chickens?
Oh,
For
boy.
answers to questions such as that, tune in to a much later episode because they are not going to the automated chicken factory. Right next, they're going to talk to the guy in the hills. But eventually, I can't tell you when, I can't tell you where, I can't tell you it will be a Tuesday night. They will find out what's the deal with the automated chicken factory. Thank you and good night.
Tony, that was perfect.
Well played. Well played.
my
Beautiful.
God.
That was
Thank you for
fun.
Recording.
Mhm.
Okay, so don't forget to reset your hit points. You get
Yeah, what all?
We can
happens
do
when
the
you
level
roll?
2 leveling up
Wins.
at the start of next session. You
That
also
sounds
get
like a really good bootleg thing.
you also get you get some junk at the start of the
Jump,
next one.
jump.
Let me
jump,
you know what I
jump.
need to do is I need to put a note of that in Roll20 because that is like I never forget if it's in Roll20. Everything else is just like, maybe I'll do that. But we'll do that.
Yeah, I feel
and
like
we
we can do
also
the
need to
leveling
do
up
our
on the.
mutations.
Oh yes.
I feel like the leveling up would be good on the bootleg, and the mutations and junk would be good on the episode itself.
All right.
I
I'll
dig.
make a
good.
note of that.
Erica, I'm uploading my files and I realized that the name of the file is my general placeholder podcast file. So it says podcast file, Brian. So apologies there. I don't
That's
know how
fine.
to edit it.
That's fine. It'll show up with your name and this date. That's the important thing.
Live stream / bootleg. Thank you for watching. It looks like there are like 13 or so people. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being in
Good
the
night,
chat.
all.
Good night.
It was nice to see people. Goodbye.
Good
Good night, Mom.
Bye.